Hey guys, what's up? Andrew Mitchell here. So what I want to share with y'all today is something that took me a long time to really learn. And what that is having a therapist or a counselor or even a coach. And I know coach doesn't sound as disempowering or weak, because like, oh, coach empowers you, and like, you know, I look at like sports, and coach is helping you be successful in a sport. I think a lot of times people look at, if they have a therapist or a counselor, that like, oh man, something's wrong with me. And so they don't want to share it with people. But a lot of times people even resist going to a therapist and counselor because they don't want to take accountability for who they are, because it's easier to be a victim and it's easier to play the blame game. It's always easier to blame someone else for your current circumstances. So a lot of people, to avoid having to take accountability for themselves and their own life and the situation that they're in within their own life, they're just like, I don't need a therapist. You do. I don't need a counselor. I'm not going. That's stupid. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to some stranger and talking to them about my feelings. And I share that because I actually just got out of a session. And I feel so alive. Like I feel so set free. Because, you know, one thing I mentioned the other day, the video that I released the other day about, like, this is me being transparent with the world and me stepping into my power and my purpose. Well, I was able to step in my power and my purpose from going through the pain. And again, your mess will become your message, because what you've gone through, and once you've gone through it, you go through it and grow through it, hopefully. Now you have a message. That test becomes your testimony, or your testimonial. And it's like, now your purpose as a human being is to share your power and your purpose with the world, to empower them. And again, iron sharpens iron. Having a brotherhood or a sisterhood of like-minded individuals is going to empower you so much. But having somebody who is there that you can share something with, you can open up to, and have them not judge you, but counsel you and coach you and mentor you and help guide you along that path to your higher self, your better self, the strongest version of yourself. But if you're unwilling to get uncomfortable and talk about that stuff that's hindering you and harboring bitterness and pain inside you that's holding you back, you're never going to grow. Like, again, it's a definition of insanity, because you're not doing anything about your life, but you're expecting it to get better. So the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Nothing's going to change until you change. So I'm sharing this because I don't want you to think that having a therapist, having a counselor, someone, you know, a life coach as well, it's not a weak thing to have or do. It's actually a very empowering thing to do, is to get a therapist, you know. And obviously you're gonna have to, like, they're gonna have to be tried in the fire. You gotta see, like, especially the wiser you are and the more self-aware you are, the stronger, smarter, more powerful that person is going to have to be, and able to lift you to higher ground. All right. So anyway, just understand, it's not, because like, as men especially, we've been brought up to believe, hey man, like the words of my dad when my mom died when I was 7, the first words I hear my dad say, be strong. And to a 7-year-old boy, to be strong meant to not cry, to not show any emotion, to hold it all in, to show how strong I am. It couldn't have been further from the truth. Because you're holding that in, it's like a volcano, and all that pressure, you keep repressing your emotions and feelings and pain and keep pushing it down. But what happens? Eventually, it's going to burst. It's going to explode. And that's what happened to me. And it was unnecessary. So anyway, And I'm not a licensed therapist yet. I say yet because I think it's something I'm going to pursue. Just because, I mean, having that after your name, like, yeah, I might have been to countless personal growth seminars and read countless books. And yeah, maybe I am qualified to help counsel and coach people. I definitely am to get over certain trauma and pains and overcoming self-imposed limitations and self-sabotaging yourself and believing in yourself and empowering yourself. I'm totally qualified to do that because I've done it myself. I've survived it myself. And I've brought myself up from the bottomless pit, if you will, or when I hit rock bottom, to getting on top. And I couldn't have done it without God. But I'm saying I can help you. But I'm not a licensed therapist. But like, I'm here to help you. Like, no, I can't just offer my time, you know, without a price over and over and over and over again, countless times. Because obviously we all have a life. We all have to make a living. And we all have priorities and timelines and all that stuff. But like, just as I offer my clients in fitness, you know, if you go to drewmitchellfitness.com, I have coaching sessions available you can purchase as well. Like, I will offer anyone a free 30-minute consultation where you just open up to me and you can talk to me and I won't judge you, and we can put together a game plan. And if it resonates with you and you feel called to work with me in your heart, we'll work together after that. But anyway, be blessed, guys. Don't think anything's wrong with you if you have a therapist. All right, it actually is very empowering, and I encourage you to find somebody that you can help heal from. And a lot of it is by not holding on to the trauma, but actually expressing it and getting it out and putting together a game plan so that you can become the best version, strongest, most powerful version of yourself. Be blessed.